there! Have you subscribed to our channel yet? Invite your friends and search for CSLGH.
Hello. 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 We're live streaming. I'm Michael Tatlock. I better not touch myself. I am a practitioner here at CSL Granada Hills. Welcome, everybody. This is Wednesday meditation. And it's my first time here, so we're going to have fun. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the flames of faith. So we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings, come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today or tonight. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring all the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them here at the center. Now, as Reverend Kathy lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender. I surrender. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I surrender. I surrender. I trust in God.
So join me, please, as I speak in the first person for everyone here and online, saying that I am so thankful, so grateful to be here tonight. And I am so grateful to be here just experiencing that one presence, that one power, that one infinite intelligence that I call God, and that God is love, peace, and trust. And I am one with God, one with its love, peace, and trust. So I declare right now that this meditation service, Get Real and Heal, is a perfect and complete idea in the mind of God, that I just feel that loving presence of God to the depths of my being, and I trust that whatever I need to know, whatever I need to do is revealed in tonight's meditation. So I am so grateful as I give thanks for this wonderful evening, for Michael's meditation, and everyone here participating and online. And so I release my word with love and gratitude, knowing it is so, and together we say, and so it is. Good evening. I'm Kathy Lyons, one of the staff ministers here at the Granada Hills Center for Spiritual Living. I specialize in animal kinship. I have a few announcements for tonight. Practitioners are available on Sunday in the treatment room for a 2-minute affirmative prayer. You can also find a practitioner online at cslgh.org. Would you like to have a voice in important decisions and upcoming happenings in our community? There is CSLGH membership applications and contact update forms in Sparks Hall. You can also see Danny in the office for assistance with this. This weekend, we welcome candidate Jennifer Gadberry. Please see the newsletter or our social media for full schedule of these next 3 weekends. Candidate schedules are also posted in Sparks Hall. Please save the date. We look forward to a gathering with our church community at our general meeting on August 2nd after the second service to vote and participate in this important process. Next Wednesday, July 15th, join practitioner Wayne McDonald as he leads the Tibetan singing bowl meditation. Come enjoy a peaceful midweek reset. Donations are accepted at the door. And now, join me in welcoming Michael Tatlock.
Hello, everybody. So yeah, this is the start of a whole new, you've been in this beginning of a whole new chapter, but this is now the point, the inflection point, where the community comes together and gets to see the results of everything that you've created up to this point. And it's really an amazingly exciting time for you all. And so what I am going to invite you to do tonight here in the room and also online is to do as Reverend Nancy said on Sunday, to open your hearts and to seek the truth for yourselves of the new era that you are creating here at CSL Granada Hills. And in that, there's many opportunities for you to make that determination of who your next minister is going to be. And it's sort of exciting, right? Mm-hmm. And it's scary, and it's new, and it invites change. So that's what I'm going to invite us to do today, to seek our truth that we all know that we have, but also open us up to the change that you're about to experience, that you have been experiencing for the last, 7 months? I joked that that doing a candidating process here at CSL is like giving birth. You're about ready to give birth. That's what happens on August 2nd. So, with that in mind, why don't we I'm going to do a couple of readings. One from the textbook, which is Ernest Holmes. And he has this whole thing of meditations for self-help in the back of the textbook. And this one I thought was rather appropriate for what we're looking at today. The things that are, were, and evermore shall be. Time, chance, and change be gone from my thought. The changeless is here to stay, and the timeless cannot cease from being. The things that are shall remain, though heaven and earth should pass away. I rest secure and safe within the light of endless perfection and completion. My whole being responds to the realization of the complete whole. So, in Science of Mind, it teaches us that there is no healing to be done, merely a revealing of the truth. To see this truth in ourselves and others, we must move beyond the historical impositions of another time mapped in our bodies, telling us who and where we are. And remember that when we talk to each other, we are talking to God. We cannot have God in the chamber of prayer and not on the street corner. If we can clearly see the nature of our relationships, we become more skillful and authentic in our interactions and see that there are always ways of relating that might allow us to connect and come out of the automatic past. So we can meet one another now, not bypassing our history, but by moving forward from its knowledge. So I welcome you just to take a moment and settle into your chair and settle into, if you're at home watching us, settle into your chairs or your sofa and recognize that the support that the chair or whatever's holding your body is the support that Spirit always has for us. And knowing that this is good, and knowing that there is more good available to us at all times, I ask you just to take a nice deep breath. And on the exhale, let's release the day. Release all the niggling little irritations or moments or irritations that you might have encountered during the day, because they are done, they're over, and whatever lesson that we had to learn from them, we've learned from them. And know that as we move forward, we come into this space fully. And on this next breath, I invite you to go inside. And inside, go to that cave of goodness that resides within you. Go to that space where that still, small voice resides. Knowing that you are safe and you are protected and you are joyously celebrated. Now on this next and final breath, on the exhale, we descend even deeper and embrace that still small voice, that presence of God, that presence of Spirit that is within us and is us. And knowing that we are complete, whole, perfect, and open to the revealing of truth, the revealing of where heart and mind join together and become one. And they do not compete, but they are forever synchronized for ourselves as we move into this new era at CSL Granada Hills. So from this space of openness and love and joy, picture in your mind that you are walking through a forest. And it's cool. And you hear the birds singing. And you see animals scurrying around as you walk along the path. And you see the sun coming through the trees and gently painting the forest floor with light. And I want you to embrace the peace that is inherent in the forest as you connect with God, as you connect with Spirit, as you connect with Source. That is your connection, that is your truth. And each and every one here and each and every one online knows what that truth is. And as you continue to walk through the forest, you give thanks. For the journey that you're making with Spirit, with God, with Source. It's walking right there next with you, not leading you, not pushing you, but walking right beside you. And pretty soon, along this amazing path through the forest, you come to a spot where the forest seems to recede and a beautiful valley opens up in front of you. And it's a valley fresh with new flowers and more birds and more animals scurrying around. And you take a moment and just pause and look out over this wonderful, glorious field filled with all the wildflowers and all the different colors that nature provides you. It's a brand new field. You've never experienced this before. And you question, is it okay for me to journey forth? And as Spirit generally does, it gently nudges you forward. And so you walk into this wonderful field of wildflowers. And smell new smells, hear new songs from the birds, see new animals scurrying about. And you just walk and enjoy the newness of this wonderful world that you're inhabiting. How does it feel? What do you see? Do you see joy? Do you see beauty? What is filling you up? So as you continue your walk through this field of flowers and song from the birds and the sights of the clouds that are gently rolling by in the sky, you happen on a pond of water. And it's clear, and you see fish swimming around and frogs and tadpoles. And there's a log. And you just decide to take a rest, take a moment, and sit on this log so that you can fully absorb the beauty that surrounds you and the newness of this discovery of this field and this pond that you are with. And feel the peace of the world around you. So as you sit on this log, you decide to make a wish into this wonderful crystal clear pond that sits in front of you. And you notice that there's a rock by your foot. So you reach down, you pick up the rock, and you wonder, what do I wish for? What do I want to invite into my world? Invite into this wonderful new world that is unfolding in front of my eyes. What do I wish for myself? What do I wish for the people I love? What do I wish for the community that I am a part of? Do I wish for peace? Do I wish for money? Do I wish for a new job? What is the highest wish that I can hold for myself and my world? So you hold this rock, this pebble, this stone close to your heart, and open your mind to the greater truth that you know inherently is going to be revealed to you. You know it's already here. How does that make you feel? Does it bring joy? Does it make you giggle? Does it make you laugh? Does it bring peace? Does the newness bring comfort, bring surety? Bring something new into your life? So now, from this place of knowing, you take your stone, you take your rock, you take your pebble, and you toss it into the pond. And it lands ever so gently and slowly descends into the pond. But the ripples, the circles of what you have created and what you are open to receiving move out. And they continue to move across the pond. And the pond becomes something new, something joyously to be celebrated. Because the truth of what you have created has been released, has been let go. And you know it is already done. It is being joyously celebrated by you, by the pond, by the fish, by the birds, by spirit. It knows. You know. And as you know, it knows. And as the pond expands through the ripple of the stone that you've released, that joyous truth that you put into that pond also is released out into the world, and the world becomes better. It becomes fuller. It becomes more beautiful. It becomes more joyous. So now, after the circles have dissipated across the pond, and the truth that you hold for the newness that you have created is firmly planted, you know it is now time to return. So as you take one final look at the pond and say goodbye to the fishes and the frogs and the tadpoles, you give thanks for the connection that you've had with them and their acceptance of your gift of truth and newness and celebration of a new chapter that you've just initiated. So you say thank you and give gratitude. So you rise from the log, stretch your legs, stretch your body, and begin your trek back up the path through the field of the wildflowers, listening to the bird song, watching all the animals scurry about, busy with their day, creating their life. And you give thanks to them for sharing this space with you. And as you come back up to the clearing in the forest, you turn around, take one last look at this valley of wildflowers. And give thanks because the truth has been revealed. The truth and the seeds of truth have been planted. And you know they will grow into something wonderful and magnificent for you and for the world. So you continue up into the forest again, knowing that Spirit is still walking right beside you, holding your hand as you return back to wherever you are wanting to go. And you hear different bird song, and you see different animals scurrying about. And you give thanks to them because you are grateful for the company that you have had on this journey. So as you return to your point of origin, where you first entered the forest, you turn around and you look into the forest, and the deep, sun-dappled path that you have come across. Knowing that this part of your journey is done, it's complete, you can let it go. Because a whole new path is emerging in front of you. And you inherently know it's going to be glorious. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be so good. So with one final look into the deep forest, you say thank you. Thank you for the journey I have had. Thank you for the life and the moments that I've had on this journey. And you turn around and you look into the future, knowing that it's gonna be amazing. So from this point of joyous celebration, let's take this into prayer, shall we? And know with me in this moment that we are all gathered together as one collective, wonderful bundle of possibilities. And all that is possible, individually and collectively, for our community, is inherently present in this moment. And all we have to do is say yes to the good that is here in front of us. And from that moment of joyous unity, I know that as I am the living embodiment of spirit, as I am the living grace that is ignited by that spark of spirit, I know that each and every one gathered here in this room and online are part of it too. And I know that we are creating an amazing new era for our community. It's already done. It's already complete. And it is just beginning to reveal itself. The dawn has begun. The sun is now starting to peek out over the field, and it is a glorious, beautiful sunrise. And we just get to have our breath taken away by the immensity and the beautiful sunrise that is occurring in front of us. Because we all have created that. And from this awesome beauty of the creation that we have made washes over us. We know that there is good in the world. We know that there is good in each and every one of us. We know that there is good in our community, and it is revealing itself in each moment that we are together. And from that revelation of good, my heart is full and glad and grateful for this amazing creation, this amazing new era that we're recognizing that is in front of us. So from this place of deep, abiding gratitude, I just release it into the law, into the action of that has already been created and is complete. And allow myself the joyous opportunity to receive this good into my life, into the life of my community, into the life that is the world at large. And knowing that it's complete and gorgeous and divinely inspired, all I have to do is simply say, and so it is. So, when you're ready, open your eyes, wiggle your hands, wiggle your toes. So we've got a little time. Does anybody have any questions around what's going to be transpiring over the next 3 weeks that I might be able to answer for you for the candidating weekends?
I just want to say thank you. I mean, a lot of heart has gone into the whole process, and I know you've been a really integral part of that. And so I just very much appreciate what you've done, and this was a beautiful visualization tonight. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, the candidating weekends are your opportunity to meet the culmination of your creation, in a way, if you want to look at it that way. Saturday, it's meet and greet. It's sort of like a free-for-all. There is food, so, it's a motivation. We're, holding the carrot out for you all. Come, meet this person, feed your face, and ask questions.
So it's informal, so I can leave early. It's not like...
It's 11 to 1. I think there's something that happens at 2 with the candidate and maybe the board of directors. But then, it's a chance for you to get to meet them in a really sort of informal, formal kind of situation and talk to them, get to know them, ask them questions like, what is your vision for the center? What is your vision going forward? Tell me about yourself. How many dogs do you have? How many cats do you have? How many, how far do you drive? How do you live in the community? Do you live somewhere else? Blah, blah, blah. You have a wide variety of people that are coming forward to, I'm an actor. It's an audition. They're coming to audition for the role of being your senior minister.
Right.
That's sort of what you're doing. And guess what? You're all the casting directors. You all get to go, there's my choice for that role. I'm casting the role of senior minister here at CSL Granada Hills. Who do I want to cast in this role? Oh, and you'll know. Trust me, you will know. It becomes really apparent. And I've done this 4 times. And each time, you just sort of go, oh, okay. hired.
How did you happen to do that 4 times? It was just How did you happen to do that 4 times?
I was probably in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I usually am. I did it
Until now.
until now. It was, I did it twice over at Spirit Works. One time where we did hire somebody and then we were starting the process and then we decided to go with an interim minister at Spirit Works and then,
That's in Burbank, right?
pardon me?
Burbank.
Yeah, but it's closed down now.
Oh, okay.
And then it seems like I'm the angel of change, I guess. I don't know, or the angel of death. Anyway, so then my husband and I moved up to Bellingham, Washington, and when we moved up there, the senior minister basically said, "Hi, I'm retiring in a year." And a year turned out to be 2 years. And so we had to go through that process again just last year in 2025, where they hired a brand new minister. And they went through this entire process that you all have gone through. And they brought in 3 people, like what we're doing, we're bringing 3 people in. And every weekend, you know, they met with practitioners, they met with the board, they met with, you know, staff, and so that's what that Saturday is all about. It's sort of a meet and greet, but it's not really formalized where, you know, like from 11 to 11:30, you're going to meet with all the practitioners. You know, it's more a convivial sort of meet and greet and eat kind of situation that you all get to get to know this person as a person. Not just as the senior minister, because that sort of forebodes something different, you know.
I have a question.
Sure. Oh, did I answer your question?
Yes, just a second. I have to get up right.
Once we have the election on August 2nd, do you know when then the new minister will actually start their first Sunday?
No, mainly because, no, we don't know that. Mainly because what has to happen is that, as you very well know, a letter of call has to be negotiated and agreed upon. The letter of call is really, once the general meeting is held and you all vote on the new minister, it then goes to the board of directors to negotiate the letter of call, which is really the employment contract between CSL Granada Hills and candidate A, B, or C. And, you know, there's a variety of different things that would have to be negotiated, like, you know, salary, you know, timing. Does the person have to move here? Because one person is from out of town. And how does that look? So there's a lot of different things that are business-wise that the board of directors handles instead of you. But you've all made your choice known. And then that's when you would know. It's not like, hi, we vote on the 2nd, we vote you, and the next weekend they're here. It doesn't really work that way. You know, that whole business part happens afterwards.
Nothing works like that.
Yeah, trust me, it doesn't. It takes a while. So, anything else? What happens?
So does it have anything to do with the more general organization of
No,
CSL?
no.
Okay.
It literally is the.
Too late.
I know. You're really close, but thank you. It really is between, generally, home office has a process that they ask that you try and follow. We tried to follow it. Some cases we succeeded. Other cases we probably didn't. But overall, we followed their process. And part of their process is going to be sort of an interesting thing for you all. And it's totally optional, but during their talk and their workshop on Sunday, you have a chance to have a form. It's called an evaluation form for their talk. And it's just like maybe 5 or 6 different areas. Like, were they funny? Were they, did I like their topic? Did I like the way they delivered it? It's like different things like that. And on a scale of 1 to 5, you get to rank them. And it's not required, but it's really sort of this initial point for you guys to think about it a little bit. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, did I find them funny? Did I find them, not funny? Did I like their outfit that they wore? That's not a question. You don't get to rank their outfit, but it's questions like that. Bellingham had like 20 different questions. I think we've got like 5 or 6. And one of the final questions is, would you want them as your senior minister? Yes or no? Not that it's a binding thing that's how you're going to eventually do, but it's sort of like, it's a way to sort of get your mind going into the game. Does that make sense?
Sure. So you can say yes to all 3, perhaps.
Yeah, you could say yes to all 3. And then, you do that also for the workshop, which I encourage you all to do. And in between the 2, there's going to be another meet and greet for everybody who wasn't able to be here on Saturday, but who comes generally on Sunday to meet and greet and talk with the candidate and everything like that.
That's going to be the second service and then that break before the
Right.
workshop starts.
Right after the second service, and I think there's going to be food. I think. God, do I even remember? Do you remember? There is food. Yeah. You might have leftovers from the Saturday meet and greet, but we'll throw more new food in, so it'll be good. So yeah, and then afterwards you get to so 3 weekends. So this weekend you have Reverend Jennifer Gadberry Hadry. There's a hyphen in between. And then the following weekend, you have Reverend Lynn Nowicki. And the final weekend, you have Reverend Carlton Thibault. So you have 3 really, really lovely people that are coming in to audition to be your senior minister. And you get to be the casting directors. How fun is that?
I had a question. When we vote on Sunday, August 2nd, how much of a majority does the person have to win?
It could be by 1 vote.
Oh, okay.
Whoever wins,
It's not
whoever
straight.
receives the most vote, because the voting is really, really simple. It's a general meeting. You were required by your bylaws to have a general meeting. To hire it, the community comes together to make the decision about who they're going to hire. So that happens, and you really, so you'll have, intro and then calling the meeting to order and then establishing a quorum, and then they go, hi, we're presenting candidate A, B, and C. And you all, then you get to have discussion. You have like 30 minutes, 45 minutes of discussion where you all get up and go, hi, I like candidate A, and Kathy will go, hi, I liked candidate C or B or whatever. So we open the floor to the community so that they give feedback about who they liked and everything like that. It's not politicking or anything like that. You're just expressing what you liked. And then you move to the vote. And then you get fed while the votes are tallied. And then we come back and we tell you who your next minister is, or who you have selected to be your next minister to move forward into the negotiating contract. Does that make sense? Did that answer your question?
I didn't realize there was going to be discussion, so, okay.
Yeah, there needs to be discussion. Yeah, I mean, it needs to be, it's a general meeting. You all are the ones who are making the decision. The search committee has just basically done a scan of everybody who applied and said, here, we feel that these are the people that have the qualities to be the next senior minister for you guys.
So do you all vote too?
Well, we're all members. If you're a member, that's why we've been sort of saying, if you're a member, be a member. You know, because only members can vote. So if you're not a member, sign up to be a member, and then you can vote. Make sense?
Yeah.
Sort of simple, right? Anything else? So, I think, oh my God, look, we're done. If anybody wants to give a love offering for this meditation, baskets in the back. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. It was my first one.
Yay, thank you.
This was so much fun. Thank you. Have a great evening, and I'll see you on Sunday.